Just let it go. The pain and suffering will go. Just let it go. The pain and suffering will go. You will grow. Yes, 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 yes. You are always in step. Just get some rest, 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 rest. We will take care of the rest, 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 rest. You do your best, 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 best. You are always in step. Just get some rest, 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 rest. We will take care of the rest, 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 rest. Just let it go. The pain and suffering will go. Just let it go. Let it go. The pain and suffering will go. You will grow.
Let's just do one more round. One more round.
Okay. All right. Yes, 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 yes. You are always in step. Just get some rest, 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 rest. We will take care of the rest, 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 rest. Let it go. The pain and suffering will go. Let it go. The pain and suffering will go. You will grow.
Well, I want to welcome here Pinky. That's what I'm going to call her behind the scenes, although I'll let her introduce her full embodiment of her name.
So my name is Ekenechukwu Ashley Jamakokelu. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, and I'm very, very, very happy to be here.
And the very first thing I asked Pinky, that's what we call her here, or her family calls her that. I asked her, what does your name mean?
So my full first name means thanks be to God, or praises be to God. And then my middle name, Ijama, means safe journey.
So beautiful.
Right?
And that's all of which what you've had here
Oh.
at Rythmia. And we're here to hear about your miracle.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So tell us.
So just even the first day coming here, it was just a miracle to be in such a beautiful environment around so many beautiful people, and to know that places like this actually exist. And if you're feeling restless, if you're feeling lost, you can come to a place like this and find your bearings. And so that was a miracle in itself, just as I walked through the door, just to be around so much care and love. And then throughout the weeks, more miracles keep on dropping in. They say get your miracle, but it's not even one, and it's not even just like at one time. It's just continuous. And I think one of the biggest miracles that I found here is a sense of community, a sense of belonging, and a better sense of self, which is where you start with any, good relationship. Is a good relationship with yourself. So I know much more about myself than I ever knew, and it's great. It's wonderful.
I find it so so beautiful, as you said, that it was really a communal dance, a communal experience that really brought you to the miracle that you're experiencing here at Rythmia. And so talk to me a little bit about what it's like at home.
What it's like at home, I think that's kind of what brought me here, is I've always kind of felt a little disconnected from the people around me. And it was never them. I think I just was never really truly connected to myself, because I was somebody who ran away from my fears, ran away from my shadow. And that's like leaving a part of yourself out. And you can't have a full relationship with yourself if you leave parts of yourself out. So yeah, it's pretty disconnected. Though I have some really lovely people around me. But
Yeah.
I'm excited. At first, one of my biggest fears to coming to Rythmia was going back. It's like, okay, I feel like I'm going to make a big change, but how am I going to bring this back home?
Mhm.
Now I'm excited to go back home and bring this love to my family. And not even by like, you know, pushing my experience down their throat, but just by being me and loving them as fully as I can. Because I feel like through this experience, I got to understand them just a little bit more. Yeah. And understand myself more.
So understanding yourself, feeling more connected to your family,
Mhm.
having a new soul family here
Oh
at
my
Rythmia.
God,
She just lights up when she talks about the tribe here. And that is something very special that we cultivate every single week is I like to say we come here as strangers and we leave one big soul family.
Oh, yes. I've always heard the term soul family, and I was like, sure. But then I came here and I met the people in my group, and this just made me realize there's no mistakes in the universe. All of us were brought together, and we all had similar things that we were trying to work through and work out. And we just all connected with each other. And, the ayahuasca is just one thing. Another thing is just being able to talk to the people around you, understand the people around you, and it better helps you understand yourself and your situation. And yeah, it's
So, what is one golden piece of that getting to know yourself that you would like to share that you discovered this week?
One golden piece is that I realized how much I did not trust myself. And that's why I wasn't able to connect with others, because when you don't trust yourself, all you see is a world of mistrust. You see a world of people and things that you cannot trust, and you're just scared. So I realized that, and it made me realize, well, I don't want that, because it just breeds anxiety and self-doubt and a whole bunch of other things. So I was able to see that, and now I'm working through it. And I have to do one more thing, is being able to face my fears um, head on, like made me stronger and makes me realize how strong that I am. Yeah, there's nothing like it. You think you want to run from your fears. When you face them, they just become cute, like Sarah put it.
So now that you have this better relationship with yourself through this week of being at Rythmia and that you trust yourself more, what now is next for you?
What now is next for me is I'm going to start becoming more solid in I want my life to become ceremony, a spiritual practice. I realize how important that is to be mindful in all that I do. Because, the food here makes you be mindful of what you eat. The community here makes me be mindful of who I surround around me. The music here makes me be mindful of the music that I listen to. The dancing and the yoga here makes me be mindful of my kinetic practices and making sure that they can all be in alignment with every part of myself, mind, body, and spirit. And so that's one of my next steps, is just to really get, like, it should just be natural to me to have these things integrated in my life.
Well, talk about natural, lady. I mean, for those of you who joined us from the very beginning, this was kind of your first time publicly singing, right?
Yeah, publicly singing, publicly speaking, all that good stuff.
Right?
Yeah.
And not only that, she broke out in such a dance. Tell us about that.
Oh my God.
I thought you were a professional dancer.
No, I'm not at all. And I want to tell you guys that before I came to Rythmia, I've had this idea in my head that I couldn't dance and that I was awkward and I shouldn't dance because it's just embarrassing for me and the people around me. But during Brad's ceremony, which is just like the most amazing thing in the world, honestly, I want everybody to come here and experience the magic that is Brad and Sarah. Anyway, so during Brad's ceremony, there was a lot. The music was just amazing, and like this something just came over me, and I was dancing, singing, and chanting the whole time, and I have never felt more free and more connected in my whole entire life. It was amazing. And then I thought, that was just while I was on ayahuasca, but no.
Right?
No, not at all. All throughout the week, all I've been doing is dancing, and it's the most freeing thing in the world. And one cool thing that I learned here is that healing does not have to be suffering. So there are many ways that you purge. And apparently, dancing is one of the ways that you can purge. You can release your emotions. Because there's nothing wrong with fear. There's nothing wrong with sadness. There's nothing wrong with guilt and these things. They come up in us. We're human, but it becomes a problem when we suppress them and we don't release them. And then when it's time for the release, it can be a little, overbearing, but they're meant to be released so you can freely flow. And so things can flow into you.
I can so relate, of course, to this subject.
Yeah.
I'm the founder of Dance of Liberation, and I teach this once a week here at Rythmia. And really the idea is that, along with working with the intentions that we work with all week, is that we really awaken those parts of us that have been traumatized, that are asleep, and we start to allow the movement to become the medicine.
Yes. Oh
And
my God.
that's what I witnessed with you.
Yeah.
Is you just got up and you just exploded with energy.
Yeah.
And that energy, first and foremost, was you working with your own energy body and physical body, moving through things. And then it felt like the whole Moloko was full of this powerful energy.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I congratulate you for finding your movement,
Yes.
your expression, because
Yes.
that's the truth of you.
It is.
If you can truly dance your dance and be in your freedom, then you can bring that out to the world.
Yes, I agree. And imagine that's probably why I felt like a part of me was missing, because I wasn't dancing. And that's in my soul. The dancing, the chanting is in my soul. And the dance of liberation, let me tell you guys, it's so much fun. It is so much fun. It's such a great way to trust and connect with the people around you because of the way that you kind of, cultivated the experience. You learned to trust your sisters and your brothers and to learn to be free in front of them.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was amazing. And also during ceremony, when they would dance around us, it was as if they were creating a safe space for us to heal.
Yes.
You just felt so safe, just safe.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Safety is a big, big part of this work.
Huge
And
part.
so, as you talked about, you cultivated this safety net, and that's how you were able to begin to trust yourself and then trust your brothers and sisters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Right?
Wow. So many miracles happened to you this week.
I know. I know. It is magical. It really is magical. And I'm so happy I gave this gift to myself. I really am. And I was so scared, well, before coming here, I was scared about the whole entire experience. But throughout the week, the fears just melted away.
Yeah. It's like a snake that sheds its skin, right? Because the snake sheds its skin and then it gets rebirthed.
Yes.
And that's the feeling I have with you, with what you just shared.
Oh yeah, and I definitely went through a rebirth too. That can happen. So if you are looking to burst into your new life, then this is a great way to start that. Because ayahuasca will definitely give you exactly what you need when you need it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anything else you would like to share about your miraculous time?
The whole experience is magical. It's not just the ayahuasca, it's the community, it's the massages, it's the environment, the trees, the birds, the little iguanas walking around here, the big iguana walking around here, the dogs, the people who work here. They will make you feel so loved and so safe and so secure. So you can heal, so you can let it all out, so you can be your absolute self. You won't for 1 second, 1 minute feel judged here. There's no such thing, no matter what you go through. And trust and believe, I went through some things during ceremony and they did nothing but hold me, hold me, tuck me into my bed, tell me to be safe and tell me that I am safe and that I can just relax, So it's a magical place. It is. And I suggest that if you are thinking about doing it, don't let anything get in the way. Just do it. It's going to be worth it. I promise you. It is going to be worth it. They have put together a full package experience for you to come and heal. Oh, and the classes. I can't forget about I learned so much in the classes. I honestly, even if I don't come back and I do ayahuasca, I would come here just to experience everything else, but I'll probably definitely do
So beautiful.
Yes.
So I think that we should have you close with the chant that came to you during ceremony.
Yes, that chant that you guys heard, that came to me during the second night, Brad's night ceremony. I was just dancing around, just singing it, and I felt so safe and so secure. And one of my big fears is that I will forget or lose what I learned. And the chant also came through as you will never forget. Just get some rest. We will take care of the rest. Just let it go. Your pain and suffering will go. Yes.
So it's never too late, meaning on so many different levels. If you want to sing, if you want to dance, if you want to shed the skin like a snake does, everything that we just talked about, here we do it at Rythmia each and every week. So I want to thank you for coming on and sharing the gift of you, and that the journey that you are now embarking upon, knowing that your little girl, Pinky, as you introduced me to her, that Pinky now is returning home in a whole new way.
Oh, yes. And thank you. Honestly, thank you and everybody here at Rythmia, because I couldn't have done it without you. And because of you guys, I met my soul family. And I know that I have a place in this world and people in this world. And I'm very grateful.
Yeah.
I'm very grateful.
So grateful, so grateful. So many blessings, dear sister.
Yeah, so many. And they just keep on coming. It's like it's never ending.
So
Yeah.
true.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for tuning in, and see you next week. See? So much love to everybody. Join on Friday for Our Love, where we talk about relationships. We interview couples who have spent a week at Rythmia, and we talk about how their coupleship even more has roots to fall even more in love with each other. And then Saturdays is I Got My Miracle.
Yeah. And I saw that with couples. If you're a couple, come here. If you have brothers and
Say
sisters,
to that camera.
If you have brothers and sisters, bring them here. I saw families come together and get closer. I saw couples come together and get closer and understand each other so much more. And I'm excited to bring my family here one day. So like I said, do not let anything get in the way of you experiencing the miracle that is you and your truth, and to connect with Mother Earth. Because she has all that we could ever want and need, and she is just ready for us to come and embrace her with open arms. So, yeah.
So we thank you so much for your wisdom and just your embodiment of such great wisdom and spirit.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Have a great Saturday.